What's up everybody, my name is Matthew, helping you create music. In this video, I'm going to unbox the Mackie Profx12v3. So this is a 12 channel professional effects mixer with USB. I'm just going to go straight into the unboxing. You can see the top of the box here. Now you'll notice that, they're trying to put Pro Tools first with this and waveform OEM with this, okay, professional software included, in case you did want to use the USB to record. You got the software that comes with it. Now what I'm going to do is to straight up open this up. So there's some tape right over here. So I'm just going to cut this just like so with the knife. Okay, just going to open this up. And I found it interesting when I bought this, when I opened it up, it was shipped to me. When I opened it up, it did have an outer box on it, so I thought that was interesting. So I just took that box off, and this was underneath it. All right, so it was actually all within a box as well. So there was a big box, and then there was this box within another cardboard box. It was like boxes on boxes. But if you look right here, all right, keep this card for your records, waveform, OEM. All right, they want you to download that, or you got your Pro Tools first, so you could download that as well. Now, this might come with like extra stuff, because I think Pro Tools is free now. At least the Pro Tools first is free, but sometimes these companies, they like put other stuff with it, like certain sound effects or maybe an extra plugin or something. All right, so Pro Tools first, Mackie. All right, go to URL below, create an account, get access. And then waveform right there. It did have a code on the waveform, so don't want to give you my code because I actually do want to try that out. So that's that. Then you get your general user guide right there. I'll look at that later. And then we got the mixer right here. So I'm just going to pull this out of here. Straight up out of here. Okay, and at the top, I can see there's like a power cable or something right there. So let me put that over to the side for a minute. Put it right there, and then I'll set this over. All right, so once that's done, I'm gonna pull these off of here so I can put these back in the box. All right, so there we go. There we go. Oh yeah, digging this. Let me go ahead and open this, so whenever I'm ready to power it on, we're good to go. All right, so that's right there. Oh, it does come with the USB cable as well. So we got the power right there, little power cable, and the USB cable, both. Okay, now I'm just gonna pull this out of the plastic. Looks like it's actually sealed in there. All right, so there we go. Just gonna open it up right there. Pull that out of there. Oh yeah, wow, this is nice. What do you got? We got the Pro Tools first, waveform, OEM. All right, so professional software and plugins included. I will check these out, so maybe I'll do a video about that later. So this is the Profx12v3, mix, record, create. All right, I don't know if they're trying to mix that in, because I think this is the version 3 of this mixer, but I think they're trying to mix it in with mix, record, and create. You got 3 different options right there, what have you. But it's interesting because obviously, you can use this for mixing live. These people are playing live. You can record in a studio or in your house or wherever. And, I think they're saying create as far as like being a content creator. All right, you could do like podcast or what have you, because you got a guy sitting at a computer right there. Yep, it says you got talent, we got the hardware to help you share it. Step up your live stream, podcasts, and videos to professional sound that will make your followers smash that like button. So yeah, that's what that's for. And then, they're talking about polka. This is a 24-bit 192 KHZ. Okay, so it's a 2 times 4. So I think you get the master inputs as 2 inputs in your software, and then you're going to get 4 outputs. Right here, you'll see USB 3.4, and then USB 1.2 right here. I'm going to have to look into exactly how that works, but I'm pretty sure you just press this button, and then you can get 3 or 4 on this channel. And then over here, you can blend your inputs, and they're USB 1 and 2. I'm not exactly sure how that works on the submix. I'm going to look into that. I'll definitely do some follow-up videos on this mixer. Yeah, it looks very clean, and the faders feel very nice, very cool. So you got channels 1 through, what we got 1 through 12. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, we got our separate channels here. Then we got 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, let me make sure that's still in focus. And then, you know, your 5 and 6 is like a stereo pair, or it can be a stereo pair. So you got left and right, or you can use your mics individually for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now 11 and 12 is going to be your line in. You got your 1/8 inch in, and you could do it through there. Actually, let me just start from the beginning. So we got channel 1, which has got the preamp. So you got your mic preamp and your guitar input. Okay, so this is the Onyx preamp. So you can plug your mic in there or your guitar. If you plug your guitar, push the high Z button. That's going to change the impedance level to high impedance. If you click it out, it's on off. Then you can do some insert effects here. So you can plug your cable in there and you know, send it to an effects unit. You got your low, excuse me. You got your low cut at 100 hertz right there. So if it's pushed in, that's on. Okay, the buttons do feel nice. And then you got your gain right there, so you can affect the gain on all these different channels. Okay, and then you got your compressor. So you got a 1 knob compressor. So all the way to the left it's off, to the right it's maxed out. Okay, then you got your 3-band EQ right here. So you got your high, you got your mid, and you got your low. So your high is going to be -15 to +15 at 12 hertz, 12 kilohertz. And then you got your 2.5 kilohertz, and then your 80 hertz down here on the low. Okay, and then you got your aux sends. So this is to your monitor. The green one's going to be to your monitor. And then you got your orange one here. That's going to be to your effects. And if you look, it does have the built-in effects. It's called Pro Effects. Okay, so it has your built-in effects. So these are your gig effects here. You got 24 effects. You use this orange knob to send them to your effects. Now I will mention your aux are out here. So you got your auxiliary up here. So you got your green knob here. It's going to be your auxiliary out from here. This is your monitor send. So that's your green knob. And then you got your orange knob. That's your effects send. That's also here as well. I'm going to have to look into that. Then you got your pan right here. So you got your left and right pan. And then you got your mute right there. So these buttons, I do believe, light up. So if you have this pressed in, it's going to light up red, I do believe. So again, I'll do a different video showing you all these features, but that's right there. And then you got this right here. So it goes from, you know, minus infinite all the way up to 10 dB. Okay, and then unity is right there, and this fader has it to where there's like a slit right there. So you got the white line in the center, and then to the side of that white line, there's actually a slit. So that's a really nice design. So you can actually see underneath and see when you're at unity. So right there, I can see I'm at unity, and I don't have to look at the side. I don't, you know, everything's lined up. So when I'm looking at the top of it, I can see what's going on. Very nice feature. I actually like that. Right here, we got 1 and 2. So what this is going to be, that's going to send to your subgroup here. So you have sub 1 and 2 right there. Let me pull these faders down. So you got sub 1 and 2 right here. So that button's going to send whatever channel that you push it in on to your sub right there. Now you got left and right. Okay, and I believe left and right is going to send it over here to your main, and then you got your pre fader level. Now I do have to look into this. I kind of read about it and looked into it a little bit, but not a whole lot. So I do need to double check on all these functions here. But from what I understand, you have to have this pressed in for it to go into one of your buses here. Or at least one of these buttons have to be pressed in. Now here's your pre-fader level or your solo right there. So that's going to be good for you there. So that's a good feature about this mixer as well. It does have that pre-fader solo. All right, so you got your meter over there for that. Okay, and yeah, so these first 4 channels, actually let me go over these first 2. These first 2 channels can do the high Z, all right? And that's what that button's for, and that's why you got the combo jack, so you can do your 1/4 inch instrument right there, and then you can also do your mic right there, okay? And if you move over to here, we got your line right here. So you get your line and you have a mic pre. So you have your mic pre or you have your line. This is a balanced or unbalanced level signal, okay? And then you have your insert, okay? So so that's how that one runs. And then 4 is the same way as 3. And then you have 5 and 6 here. Now if you look at 5 and 6, you got your mic pre, then you have a line, and then you have a line as well. This isn't an insert at this point. So if you look at 4, this is an insert. Over here on 5 and 6, line 6 is actually built into this one channel. So 5 and 6 is right here. So you can either have a mono line or a stereo line or a mic. Okay, so that's what that's for. Then you got your low cut and your gain. Now this one does not have the compressor. Your first 4 channels have that compressor. This one does not have a compressor, and it does not have an insert. Just so you're aware of that. All right. And then 7/8 is the same. 9 and 10 is the same. And then 11 and 12, it looks like you have your 1/8 inch right there that you can plug in. And then you also have your USB 3 and 4. This is a USB return from your software. So if you have that pressed in, you're going to be able to take that from your software. That's a whole video in itself, okay? And then you got gain right there. So it came in the center. So your gain is going to be in the center here. Now your gain knobs over here are going to be different. They all are different levels, okay? Right here on this one, this is one we're talking about. We're at -20 to +20. Now the gain on your channels here, down here, it looks like unity has a U, so it looks like unity, and then you got +60, or and then over here you got unity +60, unity +60. Your first 4 channels have -20 to +40. Now if you use your mic, unity is all the way to the left, and then it goes to +60. All right, so that's that right there. And that covers all this. That covers everything over here on this side. Now over here, again, these are your auxiliary sends. Here's your main outs. So you got your balanced main outs. Okay, these are your XLR. And then you have your balanced, unbalanced outs here. So these are your main. And that's going to correlate with your main fader. So that's right there. Then you have your balanced and unbalanced control room. And then you got your control room knob right here. And then you have underneath that your balanced and unbalanced. It could be balanced or unbalanced lines when I say that. This is your this is your sub out. So your sub out is right here. And then you have your foot switch. So is my understanding, you could plug a foot switch into this. So if you want to mute your effects in your mix, you would hit that foot switch and it would do an effects mute. Okay, now that's my understanding. Again, I do need to test all this out. I haven't tested any of this out. This is just what I've read online so far. Everything I'm telling you is what I read online so far. And then over here, what do we got? Where was I? Foot switch, your headphones. So you got your headphones here. Here's your headphones knob. And then over here, you have your gig effects. So you got your 24 effects. You would go through and you scroll through your effects. Push the button in to select it. Okay. So they're all presets. From my understanding, some of these sound pretty good, so I'll have to do like another video. That's like a whole another video right there. All right, and then you got your effects mute right there. Over here, you have your phantom power. So is my understanding that all of these mic pre's can use phantom power. So you press that in, you got phantom power to all your different mic pre's. Okay, if you unpress it, all right, it turns off the phantom power. Now, over here, you got your Rude Solo. So if you put your solo button in on any of these channels, this is gonna light up. And from my understanding, when you press this in, one of these solo buttons in, the faders are gonna correlate to that solo button. So that's why it has a light right here to give you that indication that one of your fader levels are pressed in, so you can kind of set your level for your individual channel, like right there. Now, underneath that, right here is your phone's level, and then you got your control room's level, and then you got your break. So that's going to, from what it says here, it's going to mute all channels. So if you want to mute everything real quick like that, you would hit that. Now, this section here, I do need to read into this sub channel here, and that goes for this because it has inputs here and it has USB 1 and 2 here, and it says blend. So I'm assuming if you turn it all the way to your left, it's going to be your channels here. If you turn it all the way to your right, it's going to be your USB return from your computer. All right. All right, unclick that. Then you got left and right. I do need to look into what left and right actually does. It's from my understanding though, when I press left and right on any of these, it's just going to send to your main, which is your L and R right here. So you can make a sub mix. Okay. So with 1 and 2, you can create a sub mix, and then you could send that sub mix over to your main if you want to. And then over here, you have your effects, and you can send your effects over to your submix, I do believe, by pressing 1 and 2. All right, now, like I said, I need to really dive into research, so hopefully I'm not telling you a bunch of garbage, but stay with me. I'm going to do a whole playlist on this mixer because I really dig this mixer. I've just been doing some research about it, and what this thing does is really nice. So I'm just going to go over this mixer. I'm going to use this mixer here in my home studio, and I'm going to use it, for connecting different things into it, drum machines, synthesizers, things like that, right into the mixer here. All right, so if you enjoyed the video, remember to give this video a thumbs up. I do appreciate you. I appreciate your support. And if you want to see more videos about this mixer, I'm going to make a playlist because I definitely want to cover this mixer. So go ahead and click or tap the screen over here. It's going to take you to that playlist. Remember to subscribe and, check out another video over here. My name is Matthew. Continue creating music, and we'll talk soon.